Hello and welcome to EFA, that is Engineering for All. In this lecture, we'll discuss about the Carnot map examples, the K-map examples. In the previous lecture, we discussed about the K-map introduction and we studied that how the SOP type and POS type of expressions can be simplified with the help of the K-map. That was just the introduction. In today's lecture, we'll discuss about some of the examples and practically see that how the simplification can be done and how the circuits can be made out of the simplified expressions. Okay, let us move on to the first example. The first example says that this is for the K map for the SOP type of the expression. Now let us say that we are having the K map, we are having the expression that is Z is equal to A, B and C equal to summation sign is there, and we are having 1 comma 3 comma 6 and comma 7, right? So in this case we first of all need to what we have to do is, now in your examination only this part will be given and it will not be given that this is a 2 variable or 3 variable or 4 variable. So this we need to first of all identify. Okay, so how can we identify it? We can identify it with the help of the number of inputs. So we are having A, B and C as the inputs. So if we are having three number of inputs, so the number of cells we require are 2 power 3 equal to 8, right? So therefore we need a 3 variable K map which is having 8 number of cells, right? So because this is SOP type of the expression, therefore what we have to do is we have to draw a K map like this, right, in which we are having three variables A, B and C. A will be having two variables, two values 0 and 1, and BC will be having four values, that is 0 0, 0 1, 1 1 and 1 0, and these cells will be numbered as 0 1 2 and 3 4 5 6 and 7 as we have discussed in the previous lecture. Now you can see over here that we are having Z, and the value of Z is equal to, the summation sign is there in SOP form, so we are having 1 3 6 and 7. So what we have to do is, because this is SOP type of expression, therefore we have to put ones in the boxes which are numbered as 1 3 5 6 and 7, right? So 1 is here, so we have to put a 1 in this box. There's a 3 over here, so we have to put a 3 in this box. In 6 we have to put 1, in 7 we have to put 1, right? Now what we have to do is we have to group these ones. Now you can see that in this case we are having four number of ones which are placed in this direction. So one thing we need to understand is that the rest of the boxes, first of all, the rest of the boxes they will be empty, or you can put zeros in these places, but these zeros are not having any effect on our answer. So you can put them, or you need not to put, as that all up to you, right? So the thing which we have to understand in this case is that we are having ones in these positions, right? And when we have to group them, we have to see that we have that minimum number of ones they come in the multiple groups. Okay, so if you look over here, that this one and this one, these two ones can be grouped together and these two ones can be grouped together. Okay, now you can see all the four ones are covered, right? So if we have this option, right, of taking as the group, right, we will not take it because these two ones they are already covered, right? So need not to take this group, so we'll take only this one and this group, right? So this, the final expression will be a function, right, in which two parts will be there. One part will come from this group and second part will come from this group. Okay, so what will be the value of Z in expression? It will be equal to, now let us first of all talk about the first group, right? So this first group is a function of A, B and C. So you can see that A is constant, it is 0 for both these ones, right? So A is not changing. Now the value of A is equal to 0, therefore we have to take A complement. So you can see over here A complement is taken. Okay, so again on this side if we see that B is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1, right? So B is changing, so we have to drop it. C is equal to 1 and C is equal to 1. C is not changing, so we have to keep it, right? So for this box, A has the value equal to A complement and C has the value equal to C, right? So it will be equal to A complement C. So this is the value which we have received from the first box. Okay, on the second hand, in this box again we have to see the values of A, B and C. So you can see that the value of A is equal to 1 for both these ones, so we have to take A as it is, right? So if you take if you look at the values of B and C, so B is equal to 1 at this position and B is equal to 1 in this position. So we can take B as it is, but C is changing. So C is equal to 1 here and C is equal to 1. No, sorry, C is equal to 0 here. So C is changing. So therefore we need to drop the C, right? So only values which we are getting from this box are from A and B, and C will not be there. So we will be having AB like this. Okay. So this is the final expression after solving with the help of the K-map. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to make the circuit out of it. Now how can we make the circuit? So first of all we need to make the NOT gates, then we will move on to the AND gate, and then we will draw the OR gates, because this is a type of the SOP type of the expression. So we have to make only one NOT gate because we are having only one complement, that is A complement, right? So you can see first of all the inputs A, B and C, they are drawn, right? So we are getting the input of A through this line, B we are getting B from here and C from here. So A's complement is taken through the NOT gate. We will draw a NOT gate over here, and in this line we will be getting the A complement. Now in the first part we are having A complement C, therefore we need an AND gate. So this AND gate is there, which is taking the input from A complement and C, right? So you can see there's a connection at A complement and a connection at C, right? So therefore the inputs are taken from here and they are given to the first AND gate. This is second AND gate, right? So it will be having the input A and B. So we are taking A from here and B from here. So we will be having input as AB in this AND gate. Ultimately, at this position we will be having A bar C. At this position we will be having AB. And when these two outputs they are passed through the OR gate, right? So we will be having the ultimate output, that is Z is equal to A complement C plus AB, right? So in this way we can very easily make the circuits out of the expressions which we get from the K maps, right? So this is the first example. Hope you have understood. Let us move on to the second example, right? So in this example we will talk about the K map, which is a 4 variable K map. So now 4 variable will not be mentioned in your question, right? So you need to first of all identify it. So how can we identify it? So suppose this is a question that F is equal to F PQRS is equal to summation sign 0, 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 13 and 15 are given, right? So first of all we need to identify the that how many number of variables are there. So you can see 4 number of variables are there. Therefore 2 power 4 will be equal to 16. Therefore we need a K map which is having 16 number of cells. Okay, so after that there is a summation sign in this position, so we have to take the SOP type of the expression. Okay, so we are having 4 variables P, Q, R and S. So the 16 cell K map is drawn in which the variables P, Q and RS are written like this. So values of P and Q will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. RS will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0, right? So the values of and these cells will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Okay, so after that we have to put ones in those places in those cells which are mentioned in this bracket, right? So we're having 0, 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 13 and 15. So first of all in box number 1 or cell number 1 we'll put a 1, in cell number 2 we'll put a 1, in cell number 5, 7, 8, 10, 13 and 15, right? So all the ones have been inserted in the boxes, right? So rest of the boxes they can either be we can either put a 0 in those boxes, or we can leave them empty, right? So because these will not make any difference in our output. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to make the groups. Now you can see over here there's one condition that we cannot make a diagonal group. This is a very important condition. I forgot to tell you in the previous video and the slides. So we cannot make the diagonal groups, right? So diagonal groups are not allowed. Okay, so now in this case you can see that this one, this one, this one and this one, these 4 ones are at the extreme positions, right, and at the corners. Therefore these 4 ones can be grouped together, right? So one group can be formed from 0 to 8 and 10. Okay, after that we are left with these 4 ones. So you can see these 4 ones are coming together, right? So we can make one single group out of these four ones. Okay, so in total we will be having two number of groups. This is first group and this one is the second group. Okay, now let us talk about the first group first of all, right? So in the first group, we have to see that what are the values of P, Q, R and S coming. So from P and Q, right? So this 0 and 8, right? We can see we have to take the we have to see the values of P and Q at this position and this position, and see that which of the variables are changing and which are not changing. So out of these two, you can see P is equal to 0 here and P is equal to 1 here, right? So P is changing, so we have to drop it. Q is equal to 0 and Q is equal to 0. So Q is same, so we have to keep it, right? So because the value of Q is equal to 0, therefore the value which we have to take is Q complement, right? So you can see we are taking Q complement from here. Okay, so after that, in this direction from here and from here, let us see that R is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1. So R is again changing, so we have to drop R. S is equal to 0 and S is equal to 0. S is constant, so we have to keep it, but the value of S will be equal to S complement, because the value of S is equal to 0, right? So we have to take S complement, so it will be equal to S complement over here. So from the first group, we have come up with the result that it is equal to Q complement into S complement, Q complement into S complement. Okay, after that we are having the second group. Now this first group is over, so we have to put a plus sign, right, because it will denote a OR gate. Okay, so after that we will move on to the second group. So second group says, again we have to see the values corresponding in the vertical direction as well as in the horizontal direction, and see that which of the variables are changing and which are constant. So you can see over here that P is equal to 0 and P is equal to 1, right? So again P is changing, Q is equal to 1 and Q is equal to 1. So Q is constant, so we have to keep Q. And what will be the value of Q? It will be straight away Q, right? So it will not be Q complement. So this is Q, right, coming from this group. Okay, in the other direction we can see that R is changing, R is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1. So we have to drop it. S is equal to 1, S is equal to 1, right? So we have to keep it. S is again equal to 1, so we have to keep it in a straight manner, right? So we'll be having QS from this second group, right? So ultimately our answer is F is equal to QS plus Q complement S complement, right? So you can draw the circuit with this expression also, right? But in this case you can see that we need two number of NOT gates, right? Two number of AND gates and one number of OR gates. So a lot many number of gates are required. But if you look at this equation very carefully, so this equation actually is related to the XNOR gate. So we can have Q XNOR S out of this expression. So there will be only one gate which will be which we have to implement, and that is the XNOR gate, and that will be sufficient enough. You can see this is the symbol for XNOR gate, right? And we are giving Q and S as the inputs, and F will be equal to Q XNOR X, Q XNOR S, right? So this is the symbol for XNOR, right? So with a dot and a circle. Okay, so this is example number 2. I hope you have understood this example very carefully, right? And you people must not be having any doubt in this, and if you are having doubt, you can please reverse this video and again watch the solution. Okay, so let us move on to the third example. Now let us talk about the three variable K map in the POS. Okay, so when you talk about the POS type of expression, in this case it will be slightly different from the SOP. Wherever there is a 0, there will be 1 in this case, and wherever there was 1 in SOP, there will be 0 in this case. Okay, so let us say that you are given an expression like this: F is equal to A comma B comma C is equal to pi in bracket 0, 3, 6 and 7, right? So pi is there, therefore we are talking about the POS type of the expression. Now because we are having 3 number of variables, therefore the K map required is should be having 8 number of cells. 2 power 3 is equal to 8, so therefore 8 number of cells are required. So again we will make the K map like this. So A is coming over here, B is coming here. So A is equal to 0 and 1, and B and C will be equal to 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. Now in this case, what we are going to do is we have to put zeros, right, in those cells which are mentioned in this bracket, right? So we are having 0, 3, 6 and 7. So in box number 7 or in cell number sorry, in cell number 0 we'll put a 0, in cell number 3 we'll put a 0, in cell number 6 we'll put a 0, and in cell number 7 again we'll put a 0. Okay, so now you can see we are having four number of zeros over here, and we have to group them. So how can we group them? Now first of all, we are having 0 at this position. Now you can see that this 0 is alone, right? So this 0 is not having any 0 in corresponding we can say the boxes, right, here or here, right? Neither it is having any 0 in the extreme box. Therefore this 0 is we can say alone or individual, right? So we have to take it individually. So after that, if we look at these two zeros, they can be grouped together, and now we are left with only this 0. Now this 0 is having the correspondence with this 0, so these two can also be grouped together. Okay, so these two zeros and these two zeros, they will form two separate groups. Okay, so in total we will be having three groups, 1, 2 and 3. From the group number 1, let us say the value will be a plus b plus c, because this is 0 and we are talking about the POS, therefore we have to take it as a and not a complement, and this will be b and c. So this will be a plus b plus c. So f is equal to a plus b plus c from the first one. Okay, and the second one, you can see now again we have to see that which of the variables are changing. So a is 0 and a is 1 at this position, therefore a is changing, so we need not to take it, we have to drop it. Okay, on the other side we are having bc. So b and c both are constant, they are not changing, so we have to keep them. Now because these are 1 and 1 and we are talking about the POS, therefore we have to take b complement plus c complement. So b complement plus c complement is coming from here. Okay, in the last group, right, so we are having, you can see a is equal to 1, right? So a is not changing for both the zeros, so we have to take a complement from this side. From the other side we are having, you can see b is equal to 1 in both of the cases, so b is not changing, so we have to take b complement again, but c is changing. C is 1 over here and c is 0 at this position, so c is changing, so we have to drop c. So we will be having a complement plus b complement, right? So a complement plus b complement is there. Okay, so this is the final expression, right, in the form of POS. So if we want to make the circuit out of it, we have to have 1, 2 and 3 number of NOT gates. That is, for A we need a NOT gate, for B also we need, and for C also we need a NOT gate. After that we need 1, 2 and 3 number of OR gates, and 1 and 2 one number of AND gate is required for all these products, right? So we can see, first of all, A, B and C, these are coming from these lines. So here we are taking the NOT gates, right? So this is A complement, B complement, C complement, right? And after that, for the first one we are having A plus B plus C. So A plus B plus C will be given, this will be taken from the single OR gate, right? So this is the OR gate which is having three inputs, right? So A is given from here, B is from here, and C is given from here. So at this position we will be having A plus B plus C. At the second OR gate, right, so we will be having A complement plus B, right? So we will be having A complement plus B, right, which is the second term, you can see over here, right? And the third OR gate we will be having B complement plus C complement, right? So all these outputs from the OR gates, they are passed through the AND gate, and ultimately we will be having the function, right? We can say we are having the output. So in this way we can make the circuit from the simplified expressions. Okay, so this is the example number 3. Let us move on to the example number 4, right? So this is the example for 4 variable POS type of expression. Again this type of value will be given, right? So you can see f is equal to a comma b comma c comma d. So therefore 4 number of variables are there, therefore 2 power 4 will be equal to 16. So 16 number of cells are required, right? So we can have the arrangement like this, right? So we'll be having A, B and C, D, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Now because we're having pi written over here, therefore this is a type of equation in which the POS form is required. Therefore we have to put zeros in those cells where which are mentioned in this in this bracket, right? So we're having 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, and 13 all are having zeros. Okay, now we have to group them. How can we group them? Now you can see this is the first group which we can make, this is second group which we have to make, and this is the third group, this is the fourth group, right? So these two groups need this group need not to be made, this group need not to be made, because they are already covered, these zeros are already covered, so we need not to take them again and again. Okay, so this will actually burden the we can say the circuit, but the output will have no effect on it. Okay, so this 1, 2, and 3 and 4, these four groups will be there. Okay, so from the let us say from this group, okay, from this group, right? So let us see that we are having a complement from this side plus c plus d. So a complement plus c plus d, right? From this group we are having b complement plus c plus d complement, b complement plus c plus d complement. From this group we are having a complement plus sorry, we are having a plus c complement plus d complement, a plus c complement plus d complement. From this one we are having a complement plus b complement plus sorry, a complement plus b plus c complement. Okay, so all the four groups are done, right? So we are having four sections in this case, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now we have to make the circuit out of it. So first of all we need to find that how many number of NOT gates are there. A complement is there, b complement, c complement, d complement. All the four variables need a complement, therefore we will use four NOT gates. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, four number of OR gates are required. So four number of OR gates are made, and ultimately when we are having the outputs out of these OR gates, they will be passed through the AND gate, and ultimately we will be having the final value or final output. Okay, so in this way you can solve the four variable POS type of the expression. Okay, moving on to the next we can say the example, that is example number 5. Now this type of example is having a very important term that is known as the don't care. Right, this is very important. These type of questions, they can come in your examination, right? So there is a term known as the don't care which is used in this expression. So you can see in this expression we are having f is equal to, there's a min term. Min term is having the values 1, 5, 6, 12, 13, and 14, plus d is there. D means don't care, so d is having the value 4. So first of all we need to understand that what is the meaning of don't care. Don't care means that this position can have any value, it can have either 0 or 1, it will not make any difference on the output, right? So whenever we are having such kind of expression in our examination, we have to put a cross in that position, which in those positions which are written in this bracket. Okay, so let us see. Now we are having first of all we need to identify that how many number of variables should be there. So you can see we are having the maximum value in this bracket equal to 14, right? So because we are having the value equal to 14, therefore we need a 16 variable K-map, right? So 8 variable K-map cannot accommodate the values more than 7, right? So therefore we need a 16 variable K-map. So it means we will be having the 4 number of variables. Okay, 16 cell K-map, beg your pardon, and 4 number of variables will be there. So let us say the 4 number of variables are A, B, C, and D, right? And 16, these will be the 16 cells, right? So we need we know the positions, right? So first of all what we have to do is we have to put all these values, these min terms, right, equal to 1 in the corresponding cells. Okay, so after putting all the ones in the corresponding cells, what we have to do is we have to move on to the don't care, right? So whatever the values are written in this bracket, right? So you can see over here we are having 4 written over here, so we have to put cross, right, in the cell number 4. Okay, so when we put a cross in the cell number 4, now this cross, right, it will become a part of this big box, right? So suppose if this cross is not there, right, let us say if this cross is not there, then the group would have been, this would have been the one group. Okay, and the second group will be would have been this one. These two ones will form would have formed the second group. Okay, and these two ones would have formed the third group. Okay, now because we have used this no, because now suppose we were not having the x over here, so it in total we were having 1, 2 and 3 number of groups. 3 number of groups would have been there if the don't care was not there. Now look over here. Now we having cross over here. Okay, so this cross will form this one group. Okay, now this cross will form this complete big box. This complete big box will cover this one also. Okay, so this will form a bigger box over here. Okay, after that we are having 1 and 1 at this position. Now these two ones, right, if the don't care was not there, these two one would have been only two number of ones would be there in this group. Okay, now because we are having don't care, therefore these two ones will be grouped with these two ones. Okay, so we are having a bigger group in this case also. This cross and one, and this one and one, right? This will again form a big group. Okay, so this is how the don't care has to be used. Okay, now let us say that there is a don't care, right, in this example only, right, and it is located at this position, right. Now you can see that this don't care is not making the pair with any of the ones or with any of the don't cares, so we will not take this don't care in our output. Okay, so the don't cares which are not covered in any of the groups, right, they will not be taken in the final output, right. This is very important. So if you take those don't cares, right, so they will actually complicate your circuit. They will not add the solution to it, they will actually make them complex. Okay, so don't cares are only used to simplify the expressions, not to complicate them, right. So here we can see that how many number of we can say the groups are there. This is group number 1, right. So from this group we will be having a complement from this side, c complement d, a complement, c complement, d. Okay, after that let us say that this big box is there, right, this cross 1, 1 and 1. So we are having this is one of the conditions that we have to make the biggest group possible, right. So this is the bigger group than this one, so we have to make this one, right. So what will be the values coming from this? So from this side we'll be having b, and from this side we'll be having c complement. So this will be b into c complement. So b into c complement is coming from this box. Okay, after that the third group is this x and 1 and this 1 and 1. These four will form another group, right. So again we'll be having a group with 4 number of entries, right. So from this side we'll be having b, right, and from here and from here we will not consider these two, we will not consider these two, we will consider only extreme parts, right. So this 0 0 and this 1 0, so we will be having d complement from here, right. So b from here and d complement from here, so we'll be having b d complement, b d complement is coming over here, right. So this is our final expression after using the don't care, right, and after making the groups and simplifying them, right. So this is how the don't cares are used in the expressions. Okay, so let us move on to the next example. Now this is a tricky type of question, right. So you can see now the question says that minimize the following function in POS minimal form using the K-map, right. The question says that you have to use the POS, but if you look at the expression which is given in your question, and then it says that this is small m. Small m stands for the minterms and minterm stands for the SOP, right. And we are having a lot many number of don't cares, right. So now if you look at the this and this complete expression, you can see that we are having 15 as the biggest number, therefore we need to have the K map which is having 60 number of cells. Okay, so first of all what we have to do is we have to convert this expression into POS. So How can we convert that into POS? We need not to do anything with the don't cares. They will come as it is, whatever the don't cares are written over here, and the values which are written in this case, right? You're having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So apart from these values and apart from these values, right, so whatever is written, whatever is left, right, so we'll take them as our SOP, right? So we're having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in between 5 and 10 we are left with 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 6, 7, 8, and 9 will be the part of the POS type of the expression, right? So f ABCD is equal to max term 6, 7, 8, 9, and don't cares will come as it is, right? Okay, so now this is the expression we have to solve. Now this how can we solve this? Now we are having 15 as the biggest number, therefore we need 16 cells. So K-map will be made with 16 cells, and we will put all the values from this bracket equal to 0. We are having 6, 7, 8, and 9, so we will put 6, 7, 6 and 7, right? This will be 0 and 0, and 8 and 9 will be 0 and 0. Rest these don't cares will be taken as crosses, right? So this will be cross, 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 and here also cross and cross, right? So now again we have to make the groups. So the first and foremost condition is that we have to make the biggest group possible. The biggest group possible in this case is this green box, you can see, right? This green box is the biggest group possible in this case, so we have to take this first group. Okay, after that we can see that these two zeros are left, right? So but these two zeros can also be grouped with by these two crosses. Okay, so this big box, these four inputs with two zeros and two crosses can be taken in this group. Okay, so in total we'll be having two number of groups, right? So and we have to find the final output out of these two groups only. So final output, let us say, first of all we talk about the green box, right? So this green box says that we are having a complement from this side, okay, and in this side you can see that C is changing and D is also changing. You can see C0, C0, and C1. At this position C has changed. D0, D1. So at this position D has changed. So C and D both have changed, right? And in this direction B has changed. So we are left only with A complement, right? So A complement is coming from green box, right? Now because this is POS type of expression, therefore we have to put a AND gate in between. Therefore the bracket will start after the AND gate. And now we will talk about the this group, right? In this direction we are having A is changing and B is not changing, so B is equal to 1, therefore we have to take B complement. So B complement plus, in this direction we are having C complement, so C complement is there. Okay, so this is the final expression from this big expression given in your examination, right? So this is the final expression and you can make the circuit out of it like we have done in the previous examples. Okay, so last example I guess. Okay, so in this case the question is that you have to minimize the following function in SOP minimal form with the use of the K-map, right? So the expression is given to you, right? So we are having A, B, C, and D, four variables, so therefore we need 16 number of cells in a K-map. These are the min terms and this is the don't care. We have to put these ones and crosses, right? And then we have to make the groups, and after making the groups, right, so you can see we're having 1, 2, 3, and 4 number of groups, right? So and out of these 4 number of groups, this will be our final output. Okay, so again you can make the circuit from this final output. So thank you so much for watching this video. I guess I've made my best to explain you how to solve the examples of the K-map and how to implement the SOP and POS type of the expressions in using the K-maps, and how to draw the circuits the simplest way. And if you find it knowledgeable, please share it, subscribe it, and like this video, and please help to boost this channel. Thank you so much.